No, so let's say when you graduate from the university, everybody's looking for a job. I was very lucky to not tarmac, if you like, and found many options. So when I found myself at the audit firm, KPMG, I was working with fresh graduates, mostly from the business degrees. I had come with an engineering background, and I felt a little bit lost, but it was a risk. And I quickly discovered, okay, this is not my thing. Let me see what else is out there. So it was still in that. So I actually stayed at KPMG only for 6 months and found myself in the management trainee program at Unilever, which for me was really, I would say, a good start into an amazing corporate that helped me build my skills. But because I already had this finance, I would say, tag, when I went to Unilever, I had an amazing manager who said, okay, you already have an affinity for finance, so we might as well make you one. And that's really how I ended up building a career in the finance space. So of course I did not have any finance qualification. So I had to quickly do that. And I remember I did my ACCA qualification in a record 4 sittings. And at that time I actually was also nurturing my young family. Yeah. I remember when I was doing some of the exams, I had a very small baby and it was tough, but also challenging. And so after qualifying, then I felt that I belonged and continued to build my career in that space. And then down the road, I started to feel that probably I wasn't realizing my full potential. This became very clear when I went back to do my MBA. I was doing that at Strathmore. And I was in this class, everybody discussing strategy, and I was thinking, I think there's more out there. So that was like a turning point, and I decided, okay, maybe it's a good idea to think about something else. So I took a risk. Luckily, the employer I was working for then trusted me, and I had people who trusted that I could actually do well in a completely new function, and moved into a sales role. I remember the first year I sold nothing. It was a difficult job, but it took about, I would say, 2 years to start realizing some results. And they say the rest is just history.
Wow. Carol, you're a mom at 19. You have this push. You're doing something totally different. You mentioned about SCCA really, and it's not always a cup of tea for everyone. What was the push? What was that push factor? If you just look back, what was that driving you, Is it all these multinationals you worked with? Maybe you had a good boss, you had a good manager, for instance. Is it the environment you're in? Is it maybe your background that, propelled you this far?
I think probably there's something called an innate ambition. I've always just wanted to do the best that I can be. Yeah. And I just don't think that there are any limitations. So I just push myself. And to be honest, after doing engineering, and with all due respect to the accountants, ACCA was really not as much of a challenge. I mean, had been through some more difficult experiences
modules,
before.
Calculus,
yes.
Mathematical impressions. Okay.
So I wouldn't say it was a walk in the park, but it was a lot easier. Yeah. Actually, sometimes they say it's good to blow your trumpet, but in those, in the year that I did the ACCAs, I think I came top of the country in 3 papers. Yeah.